Well, good morning, everybody. Hope you all are doing well. You'll have to bear with me still today. I'm still battling this. Believe it's a sinus infection that I got going on, or something like that. Tis the season of getting sick. So, but that is not going to stop me from streaming. So, um, yeah, I made a little bit of an impulsive purchase last night. I've been wanting to pull the trigger on this for a decent amount of time over the last couple of years. Um, but I purchased myself a 4070 graphics card yesterday, and I got it installed last night. Did a little test flight, and everything is running beautifully. So the X-Plane graphics got bumped up a bit, and everything's running smoothly and all that kind of good stuff. So I'm looking forward to being able to stream with a little bit more fidelity when it comes to my graphics and all that kind of good stuff. So um, that's what we got to look forward to today. We're going to be doing some Delta Virtual Ops. It's been a minute since I've flown for Delta Virtual. I want to say it's been about a month. Um, we're going to be flying from Atlanta to Tampa down in Florida, and then we're going to turn the plane around and bring it back to Atlanta in the ToLiss A321. I've been really enjoying flying A321 lately. It's been kind of a fresh change of pace from the 737. So that's what we got on the agenda today. We've got the airplane sitting at the gate, getting all loaded up, ready to go. And I have not touched anything inside the cockpit. It's in a cold and dark state. I think external power has been connected. That's about it. So let's jump inside the cockpit and get everything set and ready to go. All right, so you can see we are in a cold and dark state. See how smooth the graphics are running, and this is with my graphics at a higher percentage than what it was previously. So this is my graphics settings if you wish to replicate it. If you have system specs that are um, similar to mine, if you want to know my system specs, they're in the description of the video, or you can put exclamation point specs in chat to see the specs that I'm running on my computer. So these are my settings. This is what I found to be best. Anything higher on the anti-aliasing and the anisotropic filtering or anything like that is going to cause stuttering and loss of frame rate. But I can run visual effects and texture quality at the maximum. All right. So we are on the ground in the A321 in a cold and dark state. I'm going to go ahead and get things ready to go. Let me make sure my system sounds are up. You hear the beautiful jar design ground handling vehicle sounds down there. All right, let's head up to the overhead. I'm going to get battery. Oh, battery's already on. Okay, battery 1 and 2 are on. I'm going to connect external power. Get some power set to the airplane. Don't need these floodlights, so I'm going to get them turned off for right now. Excuse me, guys. During the stream, I'm going to have to mute myself every once in a while just to kind of clear my sinuses a little bit. And I don't want you guys hearing that over the microphone, so I do apologize if I have to go mute for a few seconds every once in a while. All right, let's head back up to the overhead. Crew supply is on. We're going to go to ground control on. IRS is 1, 2, and 3 to the aligned position. Get these screens up. I will say this 4070 that I purchased is a bit of a beast, I'm not going to lie. The flight I did last night was Boston to Detroit. I did that for JetBlue, so I repositioned our aircraft that we flew a couple of days ago into Detroit. And there were a line of snow and thunderstorms that entire route. And before, with my previous graphics card, I had a 3060 Ti in my system at 8 gigabytes. Before, anything with a lot of weather or anything like that would kind of be a bit of a frame hog for me. But last night, when I did that test flight, I was steady, sitting about over 40, 50 frames, 60 frames almost in the air. And on the ground, I was getting a little over 40. You can see right now in Atlanta, I'm getting about 35 frames, but in a flight simulator, it's actually really decent, especially for the airport that I'm at, with Atlanta being such a detailed field. So it is very nice. It is very, very nice. All right, let's pop open our upper ECAM. Engine 1 test, engine 2, and the APU. All right, fuel pumps are fine. Nav light into position 1. Get the no smoke into the auto position, and the emergency lights armed. All right, we're looking good on the overhead panel. Head down to our MCDU. I believe I generated a flight plan. Yes, I did. Let me go ahead and get the flight plan filed with VATSIM. We are flying on VATSIM. Unfortunately, per the usual, I do not have any ATC right now, but we will see how it goes throughout the rest of the day. Alright, flight plan has been filed with VATSIM. We're going to head down into our MCDU. We're going to go to MCDU menu, ATSU, AOC menu, and flight initialization. We're going to let all that data uplink from SimBrief. Good. Head over to our init page. We're Atlanta to Tampa. Our alternate is Orlando. We're going to have a cost index of 40, not 52. Go ahead and align the IRSs. Go ahead and double check our zero fuel weights and all that kind of good stuff. SimBrief is telling me we need a zero fuel weight of 140.2, which is in the system. Come over here and make sure that's actually accurately loaded into the aircraft as well. Zero fuel weight center of gravity percentage of 28.8. and a block fuel of 15.8. That looks fantastic to me. One thing I actually like to do in the ToLiss silo is to actually make sure that this is loaded. So I'll just click those real quick. All right, head over to the flight plan page from Atlanta. Let me go ahead and check the ATIS. Let me pull up my ATIS charts really quickly. All right, so for departures, Atlanta departure information Tango. Winds are 310 at 15, gusting to 22. 9 degrees, altimeter is 3011. I don't know how accurate this is because Active Sky is telling me 3013. Winds are pretty accurate though. So Simultaneous departures in use, departing runways 26 left, 27 right. So, based off of our position in the airport and the departure that we are flying, we're flying the Bang 3, if you guys want to see what I'm doing over here on my monitor. Sorry, give me just 1 second. I did some more switching around in my scenes, so give me just a second. The webcam will be coming on at some point in the next week or so. I went ahead and purchased a green screen, so once I get that, once that's all set and ready to go, there we go. Once my green screen is all set up and ready to go, then the camera will be on full time. Alright, so you can see we have our charts up, all that kind of good stuff. So for our departures, I'm going to head over to our nav departure, attention all users, no, continued, yes, there we go. So, we are departing to the south. South and west departures expect runway 27 right. So we're departing to the south, so we need to expect 27 right for departure. So let's head back into the main monitor. Departures. We're going to come in here, find 27 right. We're going to be off of the Bang 3 departure, and that's going to be via the luck transition, if I am not mistaken. Goodness, excuse me, hiccups. Alright, yep, Bang 3 to the luck transition, and from there we're jumping directly onto our arrival into Tampa. Just pull up their ATIS really quickly. Arrival ATIS 270 at 11, gusting 21, 10 statute mode, ILS approach runway 1 left, localizer runway 1 right in use. Alright, so I believe we're going to try and plan for 1 left. ILS 1 left, yeah. Let me double check my charts quickly. Yep, we are going to plan for 1 left. And the ILS for 1 left, we're going to be flying the Matty 4 arrival into Tampa. I do not believe we're going to be taking that via the St. Petersburg VOR. Let me double check. Nope, no VIA. And that is going to be via the Honed transition. So let's go down here, find Honed, go ahead and insert that. Alright, that all looks good to go. Flight plan is set. Perfect. Alright, let's head over to our performance page. Select flaps 2 departure. Flex into 55 degrees. 137 on the V1 speed. 137 rotation. And 140 on the V2. Alright, box is all set and ready to go. I'm going to come up here. We got 2 minutes on the IRSs. We're going to get the master APU switch going. Come down to the lower ECAM, wait for the flap open indication to pop up before we start the APU. Alright, there's the flap open indicator. Go on and click the APU start. Hope everyone is having a good day. It's a happy Monday to everybody. Everybody's getting a good start to their week. My week started yesterday when went back to work yesterday after a 3-day weekend for the holiday. Beautiful APU sound. And while we are waiting, go ahead and give the ground control. Go ahead and get these driven away, fuel truck driven away. Go ahead and close up those doors. Close there. Make sure all the rest of our doors are closed up and ready to go. So we are getting ready to push back from the gate. It's all looking good. Beautiful. Our APU is on and available. We'll get the APU bleed going. IRS is just aligned as well. We do not have ATC, so we're going to go ahead and tune our cruising altitude to 33,000 feet in the MCP. Is it 33,000? Yeah, it's 33,000. Alright, APU bleed is online. We're going to go ahead and disconnect the external power. We're going to head over to ground services, get our external power disconnected, and remove the chocks. Alright, we're about ready to fly. Get the second MCDU over to the flight plan page. Alright, let's go ahead and call it better pushback. Start pushback.
Hey Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
This works for me right here. I'm gonna have to.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Control, hide all. Make sure that they're out of the way, which they are. Fantastic. Go ahead and just get a quick recycle of the parking brake. Get the jetway to move away. We are looking good. We are looking good, and we are early. So we have a departure time of 1:45, about 1:20. And that's the cool thing about Nimbus airports for ATL, the information screen. So let's say if I wanted to put 13:30 as our departure time, click accept, that'll now change that. You can see 13:30 as a departure time right now. 3011 on the altimeter now. The weather has changed. So we're going to go ahead and make sure that that is accurate and set in the airplane.
All right, looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
This is day 3 of this sinus infection that I got going on, so hopefully in the next day or two I'll be back to full health and ready to go, because that has not been fun dealing with this. The simulator has just been moving so smoothly since the installation of this new graphics card. Now, graphics cards are a lot of money, but you know, they're worth it.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected, bypass pins inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, brakes are released, cleared to push.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Our beacon light on. Alright, we are pushing. Go ahead and ignition switch over to the start position. And turn 1. Engine 1 is available, turn 2. beautiful startup sounds and CFMs.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Brakes are set.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment.
Let's start on engine 2. Just switches back over to the normal position. Beautiful day. A bit windy out of Atlanta, but clear skies. Disconnecting the hand signals. Excuse me, just one second.
And we're
guys.
disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
Alright. Sorry, taking the sweatshirt off. It was getting really hot in my room. Alright. Cool. We got a good start on 2. They have disconnected. We're going to go and arm the speed brakes. Auto brake set to the max position. We are going to set flaps 2. Beautiful. APU bleed can come off. I'm going to start the chrono, wait 2 minutes to disconnect the APU. And from here, go do a quick takeoff config. Check the cabin. Predictive wind shear is coming on. We got the signal. Yes, I believe so. They have already driven back to the gate. That is just fine. Ooh, it's a bit loud. Apologies. Alright, I'm going to get my ground charts up real quick on the tablet down here. Be taxiing the 27 right. I believe our holding point is going to be Lima Charlie. So let's go here. Let's get this airport chart up. Zoom in just a bit. And yeah, we're going to be taxiing down Lima Charlie holding point from 2 south. Perfect. Alright, let's go ahead and disconnect the brakes. We're taxiing up to the holding point. Do a quick flight control test. Alright, full up. Full down. Neutral. Full left. Full right. Neutral, rudder. Full left. Full right. Neutral. Flight controls are free and correct. Let's go and get taxi. Quiet day out of Atlanta today, not a lot of traffic online. And I think a lot of people went back to school today, so that's probably a big reason why. Alright, past 2 minutes on the chrono. We'll reset that, shut the APU off. Taxi lights coming on. Out here. Man, the game is just running so good. I was going to get a 4070 Ti, but I couldn't justify spending almost $900 on a graphics card, so and I was reading up on it. You know, the TIs are really just more for durability, and you might get a little bit of more performance out of them, but it's really not too much. And plus the 4070 that I bought is a 12 gigabyte VRAM card. It comes factory overclocked, so, and you know, it was a little over $600 after taxes and stuff like that, so cannot complain. As I was saying, I hope everyone is doing well. Hope everyone's getting a good start to their week. Appreciate all the support over the last few days on the channel. We've grown a little over 20 subs in the last couple of days. You know, we started out the month of November a little under 50. Now we're over 70. You know, I really do appreciate you guys hitting the subscribe button and leaving me with the likes and all that kind of stuff, and tuning in and hanging out with me during the streams. Hopefully soon my work schedule will change and I'll be able to stream a little bit later in the afternoon instead of so early in the morning on the West Coast. It's 10 o'clock in the morning my time. You know, best case scenario is I can start streaming around 4 or 5 o'clock in the afternoon my time. But that all comes with my job accepting my shift transfer request. But as of right now, I do not believe that's going to be the case, because we got a lot of stuff going on at work right now in reference to events that are coming up in the next week or so. So no one's really going to be changing shifts or anything like that over the next couple of months. Rodeo is coming to town, so we are going to be very, very busy. I feel like X-Plane is very, very loud, so I'm just going to turn it down just a little bit. Should have called out Atlanta traffic. Just call out now. What was my flight number again? 1594? Yeah, 1594. Atlanta traffic, Delta 1594, taxiing 27 right via Lima, holding 1 Lima Charlie, Atlanta. Very, very quiet day at Atlanta today. Only a couple of other airplanes here with me. Lars, what's going on, buddy? It's good to see you here. Hope all is well. I just got your DM. I'm streaming at the moment. I can join if it's urgent. What's going on? It's okay, you don't love me. Oh, come on now. What's up? Why are you bugging me?
You don't love me.
What's up, buddy?
No, you're good, man. I was just chilling. I'm over here playing zombies. I know what you were doing, but I'm watching your stream though.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'll be Alright, we are coming up to holding point Lima Charlie. I'm going to make a right turn right here. Look at that steady 40 plus frames a second on the ground in Atlanta, man. That was such a good purchase, this graphics card. Alright, we're at holding point Lima Charlie. It does not look like we have anybody on final, so we're going to go ahead and call up, let them know we're departing to the south on the Bang 3 departure, get our lights on, and we'll be good to go. Not going to lie, this new Zombies is pretty dope. Also, how's the new 4070? You like it? Yeah, 4070 is great, man. I installed it last night, and I have no complaints so far. Everything is running beautifully. It's a big upgrade from the 3060 Ti that I had. I'm excited to see what Grand Theft Auto looks like on it. But my simulator is running just, wow, it is so good. And the zombies, Modern Warfare 3 zombies, I thoroughly enjoy. We're going to have to play that sometime. Alright, let's go ahead and get lined up. Go ahead and hit the brakes real quick. Atlanta traffic Delta 1594 is going to be departing to the south off of 27 right on the Bang 3 departure, Atlanta. Alright, we are lined up, ready to go. 27 right is confirmed. Throttle's 50. Alright, 50% and stabilized. Flex. Nose forward on the stick. And flex. SRS runway auto thrust is blue. That wind, 100 knots is cross check. Neutral on the stick. And there's V1 and rotate. Slight back pressure on the stick, don't need a lot in the 321. And we're airborne. There's a positive rate, gears coming up. Disarm the spoilers. Bit of turbulence out of Atlanta. Winds are very gusty today out of Atlanta, gusting up plus 20 knots. Beautiful departure. Oh, we didn't start the chrono. I just pulled an owl. Look at me, I don't even have the ET time running. Look at that. Uh-oh. Up transponder, duh. Look at me. Flying like a rookie today. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and pitch the airplane down. The Airbus, you're always gonna wait for your positive trend of airspeed. Right here on the left hand side, you want to make sure you got a positive trend of airspeed before you set climb thrust. And so we do have a positive trend of airspeed. I'm gonna go ahead and set thrust climb. Thrust climb is indicating. Simulator is just running so good, man. Ugh. Alright. This is our flap speed. We're gonna go flaps 1. Airplane's gonna pitch up just a bit. And there's our S speed. We're gonna go flaps clean. Absolutely beautiful. Still hand flying. Hand flying So good. But I'll go ahead and throw autopilot on so we can get some views out of Atlanta. We are on our way. Not too long of a flight. About a little over an hour. About an hour and 15 minutes en route. We do have Jacksonville Center online though. So hopefully they stay online long enough for us to get some ATC into Tampa. That would be awesome. Says X-Plane doesn't look good. A little bit of a stutter. To be expected with new hardware. Alright, we are through 10,000 feet. Go ahead and get the landing lights off. Runway turnoffs are coming off. Taxi light is off. Wing light is coming off. Owls, my man, what's going on? I pulled a U, bro. I forgot to start the chrono before takeoff. Last class of the day. Nice. Nice, nice. Hope you had a good first day back at school. Doing some Delta A321 ops out of Atlanta to Tampa. Round trip. Got another leg from Tampa to Atlanta. So we got plenty of time, my man. Hope you're doing well. 4070 is installed and running beautifully. Go ahead and turn these system sounds down just a bit. Get some music going in the background. That's good. You'll be back. Sweet, man. I will see you when you get back. Getting ready to climb through 18,000 feet. There's 18,000. Go ahead and set standard on the altimeter. Standard set 1, 2, and 3 times. Closer. So more of an engine view. There we go. Yeah, that looks good. close to our top climb, about 1,000 to go. Just enjoying the music and the views. We got Jacksonville Center contacting us, I believe. Yes, it is. They want us to contact them on 135.925, so let's go ahead and do that. Get tuned over to them. Jacksonville Center, good afternoon. Delta 1594, we're just leveling off flight level 330, about 20 to 40 to the north of the PKNVR. Center, Delta 1594, how do you hear? He's not reading back, nor is he responding to me in chat. Jack Center, Delta 1594, out of here. See, I updated XPilot last night, and now just put that there for right now. I don't know why that would be. I have everything set and ready to go. That's...
United 2496, Jacksonville Center, how do you hear?
I hear them now. Jacksonville, Delta 1594, how do you hear?
Delta 1594, got you loud and clear, sir, welcome.
1594, seems like we fixed the issue. We're squawking 0702.
Delta 1594, thanks, got your radar contact just west of Pecan, VOR, welcome.
Alright, got it fixed. That was very weird. But I updated XPilot last night,
Hello,
so I think that has a lot to do with it.
370, about 80 miles east of the Harvey VOR.
Northwest 2371, hello, Jacksonville Center, got your radar contact, position as reported, squawk 4356.
4356, Southwest 2371.
Jacksonville Center, got you loud and clear, sir. I'll have a squawk code for you momentarily. American 2284, Jack Center, Roger, squawk 7462. At 2496, Jacksonville Center, how do you read? American 2284, got your radar contact north of Florence, VOR, welcome.
And Jacksonville Center, Spartan 19 with Alpha is ready for taxi.
19, thanks for Alpha, runway 35, taxi via Alpha, cross runway 8 on Alpha.
Alright, runway 35 via Alpha and cross runway 8 at Alpha for Spartan 19.
Jacksonville Center, we are the Air Canada 1033 on flight level 300.
Air Canada 1033, Jacksonville Center, hello, squawk 7476.
Squawk 4, can you repeat please?
Thing 7476, 7476.
Squawk 7476, Air Canada 1033.
At 1033, you got your radar contact south of the Berkeley VOR, welcome. Air Canada 1033, I will need you at a odd cruising altitude. Would you like a 310 or 330 or 290, your choice?
I prefer flight level 290, Air Canada 1033.
Canada 1033, roger, descend and maintain, flight level 290.
Sending flight level 290, Air Canada 1033.
Jack Center, JetBlue 1337 with you. I'm at 39,500.
The 1337, Jacksonville Center, hello, squawk 2761.
2761, JetBlue 1337.
Barton 19er, fly runway heading, winds 360 at 8, runway 35, clear for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff, runway 35, Spartan 19.
Flight level 290, Air Canada 1033.
Thank you. The 1594, across Mady at maintain, 11,000, the Tampa altimeter. And I'll get that for you in a second. Your Tampa altimeter is going to be 3007.
Alright, 3007 altimeter across Mady at 11,000, Delta 1594.
And 412 Miami Center is offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved, have a good one.
Close to our top of the second, got about 80 miles until then.
JetBlue 1337, got your radar contact north of the St. Petersburg VOR, welcome, climb maintain, flight level 360.
That's 360, JetBlue 1337.
Spartan 19, radar contacts, the altitude passing.
1,800 for 3,000, Spartan 19.
19 Roger, when able, proceed direct Crestview, climb maintain 11,000.
Proceed direct Charlie Echo Whiskey, climb maintain. What was the altitude for Spartan 19?
11,000.
Great, clear direct Charlie Echo Whiskey, climb maintain 11,000, Spartan 19.
Let's go ahead and get our performance page all set and ready to go for the arrival into Tampa. So QNH is going to be 3007. The temperature is 19 degrees. Beautiful day out in Tampa.
583, hello, Jacksonville Center.
260 at 12.
1504.
And our minimum decision altitude for one left.
Enter flight 1123, Jacksonville Center, squawk 5556, or correction, 5566.
211.
583 radar contact directly over the Colliers VOR, welcome. Frontier flight 1123, got your radar contact as well south of the Wilmington VOR, welcome.
Hey, what's up, buddy? How you doing? How's the 4070? It's doing great, man. It is fantastic. I cannot express that enough. I did a test flight last night after I got it installed, and, you know, in heavy scenery and heavy weather, all that kind of stuff, I was getting fantastic frame rate. I'm excited to see how Call of Duty looks on it and how the rest of the games I play look on it. But that 3060 Ti is ready for you, man. It's boxed up. Just gotta clean it a little bit, get some of the dust out of it, and it's ready to go. You went home early from work? Yeah. I saw your message that you're sick. 'Tis the season.
Spartan 19, climb and maintain flight level 370.
I maintain flight level 370, Spartan 19.
Been battling a sinus infection the last few days.
The 2496 had to hear me on voice now. I think you're back in my range, hopefully. That's weird. I don't know why it's doing that. Everyone else can hear me alright, I think. So that's
I
interesting.
should probably do that 30 series and change my thermal paste. It's never been done. Yeah, man. I can do all that for you. Changing thermal paste really isn't that hard. It's just a matter of doing it correctly. You know, you can't just use water to clean the old thermal paste off. You have to have, like, really powerful alcohol, like isopropyl alcohol. But I have all that stuff. So whenever you want to do that, just let me know. I will happily come over and help you out. But 3060 Ti is back in its original packaging in the box, as if it was never used. I just bought a GPU brace for my computer as well, because the 3060 Ti I had in it was a dual fan. The 4070 is a triple fan, so it's a little bit longer, and I don't want it drooping and all that kind of stuff, so I bought a brace that I'm going to install on my computer, and it gets here tomorrow. Tomorrow or today? So. Yeah, tomorrow. The brace will be here tomorrow. I don't know, did I ever send you a picture of the card installed in my computer? fits in your, yeah, it'll fit in your case. It's the same size as the one you have in now. It should be compatible. I don't see why not. If you have the ability to, just let me know what kind of motherboard you have in your computer. You can do that by going to your task manager or any like temperature monitoring software that you use that's able to look at your PC specs. It'll tell you exactly what you have installed. But it should be compatible. I don't see why not. There's not too many motherboards out there that aren't compatible with NVIDIA graphics cards. Plus, you already have an NVIDIA card installed in your computer. It's just an older one that's 1660, so it should be compatible. It's the same size. I'm telling you, bro. The 3060 Ti, it might be a little bit larger just based off of the durability that's been built, but in reference to length, it's the same size. It's a dual fan graphics card. Might be a little bit bigger, maybe by half an inch, but it's not going to be a massive change.
2371, same Mach number.
We're Mach 7, 2371.
371, roger, thank you. Air Canada 1033, same Mach number.
Mach number 0.76. Air Canada 1033.
Bet. Yeah, man.
Roger.
Just let me know. I was going to post it online, but whenever you're ready, it's just sitting in my box now. You know, it's in its box sitting in the closet. Whenever you're ready, I'll give you the homie hookup.
2496, do you hear me now by chance?
Alright, we're a little bit under 20 miles from our top of descent. No, I'm not going to post it. I'm not going to post it until...
Jacksonville Center, November 5539.
I'm only going to post it if you decide not to take it. If you decide not to take it, then I will post it. But if you're 100% on taking the graphics card, then I'm not going to post it. You're going to be first in line.
Jacksonville Center, November 5539 Foxtrot is a Vision jet on the ground at Pensacola looking for VFR to Jacksonville.
Vision Jet 39 Foxtrot, roger. Flight following or negative flight following, and if you have a requested VFR altitude as well.
With flight following, please, and we'll request 9,500 feet, 9,500.
Jet 39 Foxtrot, roger. And then last question, Jacksonville International or one of the satellite airports?
Jacksonville International.
For 39 Foxtrot, roger. Maintain VFR at or below 3,000 departure frequency with me, squawk 4307.
All I have to do, be right back. All right.
Okay. Maintain VFR at or below 3,000. Cruise with you at squawk 437. 39 Foxtrot.
For 39 Foxtrot, read that correct. Call for taxi, runway 35, and if you could take it at, I believe that's Charlie 2.
Okay, we'll call you back to taxi and we'll check 35 at Charlie 2. 39 Foxtrot.
Jacksonville Delta 1594, vacated 330.
Jackson, yeah, 2496. 2496, got you live and clear now, thank you. And then break Delta 1594, roger, thank you. You guys at 2496, just to verify, I think you might have turned your transponder off while you were troubleshooting there. If you could pull that back up for us. Could be good to go now for 2496. 2496, roger, yes, thank you very much. I got your radar contact again, and altimeter is 3004, expect visual approach, runway 36 left. 3004, 36 left, and we have information, Bravo, 2496. Good, thank you. Southwest 2371, proceed direct to Bulks.
Direct Bulks, Southwest 2371.
Southwest 2371, no need to start descending now, but cross Bulks at flight level 200 and then descend via the Pricey 3 arrival.
Alright, Bulks 200, and down we go via the Pricey 3, Southwest 2371.
Canada 1033, descend via the Pricey 1 arrival.
Can you repeat, please?
Canada 1033, descend via the Pricey 1 arrival.
I didn't understand you, man. Sorry, it's my 5th time flying, but sorry.
Center 39 Foxtrot is ready for taxi. We can accept 35 at Charlie 2 and we have Bravo.
Dead aircraft on the ground, Myrtle Beach, Jack Center, Roger, standby 1 second, number 39 Foxtrot, Roger, thank you, runway 35 at Charlie 2, taxi via Charlie 2.
35 at Charlie 2 via Charlie 2, 39 Foxtrot.
For both Southwest 2371 and Air Canada 1033, Orlando International's landing northbound, and the altimeter is 3004.
Southwest 2371 copies.
Requesting permission to climb fly level 310, Canada 103.
Canada 1033, climb and maintain flight level 310.
Climbing flight level 310, Canada 103.
4862, Jacksonville Center, I've got your clearance advised, ready to copy. 4862, you're cleared to the Charlotte International Airport via radar vectors direct to Ockley, then the Mullet 2 arrival. Maintain 3000, expect 16,000, 10 minutes after departure. Departure frequencies with me, squawk 2666. And 4862, reback is correct. Push and start at your discretion. Call for taxi. Expect runway 36 for departure.
Center 39 Foxtrot, short of 35 Charlie 2, ready to go.
For 4862, yeah, no worries. That's just that's just built into audio for VATSIM, so it's not a problem at all. And Gavello 462, Washington Center's offline radar service terminated. Frequency change approved. Have a good one.
Thank you very much for the services. Over to you, Con.
The 39 Foxtrot, Roger, on departure. See, on departure flight runway heading runway 35, clear for takeoff. Foxtrot, runway heading on departure, runway 35 at Charlie 2, clear for takeoff. Bus 2371, fly the published speeds via the arrival.
Alright, published speeds for Southwest 2371.
Canada 1033, once you transition, speed 260 knots, please.
Speed 260 knots, Canada 106.
4, unfortunately Tampa approach is offline, radar services terminated, frequency change approved. You have a great day. Roger.
Gosh, I didn't realize I was muted. I apologize, guys. Alright, we're through 18,000 feet, 3007 setting the altimeters. You guys heard, I just got a handoff back to Unicom because Tampa approach is not online and Tampa Center does not, or Jacksonville Center does not control Tampa. Close. We're about 40 nautical miles from the field. Give me a feel on 5,000 feet, so I'm just going to go ahead and tune that for right now. Stick slowing us back to 250 knots. Get some speed brakes out and help us a little bit. descending through 10,000 feet. So I'm going to slow us below 250 so we don't blow through that restriction. Get the lights on. Speed restriction at 210 knots per tooth. This flaps 1 minus 10 on the speed. Cloudy day in Tampa. So what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and descend us down to 3,000. I'm going to open descend down to 3. Drop our speed brakes. Act as if ATC gave us the instructions to descend and maintain 3,000. there's 3,000 feet. We're going to stay here. Just going to fly a little bit past Lago, and then we'll make our left turn to put us on a final for them. Could realistically descend down to 2,000, but I don't want to put us too low on the approach. Speed brakes armed up. Go around altitude for this arrival is going to be 3,000 feet. And then direct to the Petersburg VOR and hold if necessary. Alright, I'm going to select heading mode. Slows to 200 knots, get flaps 2 out. There's flap speed minus 10. Alright, I'm going to turn us 90 degrees to the left. About 100. Yeah, about 100 on the heading. Gosh, man, the simulator's running so freaking good.
Tampa traffic, convoy 2725, down 25 miles to the south. We're going to be going for the ILS 1 left, Tampa.
And Tampa traffic, Delta 1594 is on a base for about a 15 nautical mile final to 1 left. 200 on the indicated. Tampa. Let's go ahead and get our next turn in. To about 020, put us on an intercept heading. Can capture the localizer in the turn. We've got the localizer. Slow us back to about 190 knots. Let's go 180. And we'll keep the speed up for this guy that's coming in behind us. Tampa traffic Delta 1594, just turn final for 1 left, about 10 miles out. Tampa.
Tampa traffic, convoy 2725, we have the Delta traffic insight. We're going to be falling for the ILS 1 left, Tampa.
We'll keep the speed up for you, Delta 1594. Alright. Once this song is done, we're going to go and pause the music. Get ready for this arrival into Tampa. Go ahead and activate and confirm the approach phase. Make sure everything is still the same, which it is. Alright, arm the approach. Slows back to 170. Go ahead and drop the gear. Alright, music's coming off. Flaps 3 and flaps full. Go and get the sim sounds back up for you guys to enjoy this landing from. Alright, we are fully established, 1 left. Alright, we got 3,000 feet set for our go around altitude. We're at the final waypoint. We're going to set our final approach speed. 38 knots. Ding the cabin. Got 7.43 in the approach speed. Right for about 5 knots. Temperature at Delta 1594, about a 5-mile final one left.
2,000.
Traffic complex 2725, 10-mile final, runway 1 left, Tampa.
Alright, we're gonna have to vacate as soon as possible for this envoy that's behind us. We are looking good. Not bad, hour, 5-minute flight time so far. Looking good. There's 1,000 feet stabilized. I still have not figured out this freaking dual callouts that I'm getting. Alright, my airplane. Got about a 12-knot crosswind.
500. 400.
I've got to figure out how to turn those callouts off.
300.
Right at the
100
center.
above.
I'm just going to correct a little bit. Crosswind.
200. Minimum.
Landing.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
Oh, a little bit of a stutter. Alright, we're down. Reverses are out. Keep the speed up, we'll take the next right turn. Still the reversers, my brakes. And Tampa truck, Delta 1594 is vacated, Whiskey 7. Alright, we are vacated. Sorry for the stutter on landing, I don't know why that happened. It's always, I think it's that landing rate plugin. It's the second time it's happened at this airport. Alright, we are vacated. That envoy is on its way in. Go ahead and get the lights off. Master APU switch is coming online. Flaps are coming up. Disarm the spoilers. It's a beautiful landing. Not bad at all. is Echo 62, so we're going to airside E, which is this first one on the left-hand side over here. Alright, flap is open. APU started. ERJ? Oh, did he crash? That's not good.
Tampa traffic Southwest 7954, taxiing to runway 1 right via,
Goodness gracious. That was very loud, I apologize for that.
Tampa traffic Southwest 7954, taxiing 1 right via Charlie, getting on 1 right on another
This last one right here on the right-hand side.
Tampa traffic on bike 2725, clear 1 left taxi and Whiskey Juliet to parking, Tampa.
Tampa traffic Southwest 7954, taxiing to 1 right via Charlie, getting on to Charlie 1, Tampa traffic.
Go ahead and make this right-hand turn in. Our taxi light is off. APU is available. Go ahead and click the APU lead online. One right there, that's just fine. Oh, he wants. There's our marshaller. I was about to say. Alright. Brake is set. Engine 2 is coming offline. See the sign coming off, and engine 1. Transponder off. Jetway coming up. Beautiful.
Tampa traffic Southwest 7954, crossing runway 10 at Charlie, Tampa traffic.
It's just fine. Beautiful, beautiful. Go ahead and disconnect from Batson. Clear the flight from Volanta as well. Take that right now. Let's IREP with Delta Virtual. I'm gonna have to this landing rate probably disable it. It's not really giving me the most accurate landing rates from what I can tell. So because Volanta is giving me a landing rate of -149. virtual said my landing rate was negative 38 feet per minute. So there's a pretty substantial difference there. All good. All right. Let's go ahead and take a look at this landing, shall we? Sorry, it's XP realistic. XP realistic.
Three hundred above. 100. 50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10. 5.
So it's not that I need to figure out.
5. 20. 30.
Hey, Colin, what's up,
100.
buddy? How you doing today? Take a look at this landing real quick. It's a very nice approach to Tampa. Not bad at all. See the cross when we're crabbing a little bit. Sorry, that was Delta Virtual telling me that they received my pirate. Well, why is that door open? Goodness gracious. Bad landing at all. 2nd flight setup. We'll just keep this replay going. I'm going to rewind it just a bit. Like our 2nd flight all set and ready to go. So give me just 1 second. I will be right back with you. Alright, we are back. Just getting the second flights all set and ready to go. The system sounds back up and running. Excuse me, can't speak. Alright. Ooh. Got our flight plan all filed with VATSIM. Got the ACAR system running for the Delta Virtual. All my charts are up and ready to go, and we are ready to turn this airplane around and head back to Atlanta. Alright, cool. So, before we do any of that, I'm going to do a quick realignment of the IRSs. Fuel pumps can come off. Alright, let's go to MCDU menu. Add to AOC menu, flight initialization. Just wait for that to uplink, which I believe it has. Yes, it has. Alright, let's go ahead and go over to the FMGC. Initialization page, Tampa to Atlanta. Alternate is Nashville. Delta 1059 is our call sign. We're going to go ahead and align the RRSs. They've all aligned and ready to go. Perfect. Let's make sure our zero fuel weight and our fuel is all set, ready to go, which I believe it is. Zero fuel weight 150, 1.0, 150.9. That is just fine. Let me make sure that's all set, ready to go. Fantastic. Alright, from here we're going to go ahead and get our flight plan uplinked and set and ready to go. We're going to be departing runway 1 left. We're going to be departing via the Babo 1 departure. That's going to be to the Camjo transition. Insert that. Alright, from Camjo, we're going to be direct to Larry, and direct to Lars, and then we are going to be arriving into Atlanta. See if Atlanta's ATIS has changed at all in reference to arrivals. Arrival visual runway 26 right, visual 27 left, visual 28 in use. Okay, perfect. So, if I were to double check. I think we're going to be taking ILS 27 left, yeah. That's about right. ILS 27 left. Be via the Jedi 3 arrival. Let me see if we need any videos on this arrival. We'll take it via ROM, and then it's going to be the Lars transition, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Lars. Alright, I'm going to insert that. That is all set and ready to go. Fantastic. Head over to a performance page. We're going to be doing a flaps 2 departure. Flexing to 51 degrees. 143 V1 speed. Rotate at 143 as well. And V2 of 146. That is all set and ready to go. The APU is all set and ready to go already. Look at that. It's a quick turnaround. We do not have any ATC as of right now, so I'm going to go ahead and squawk 2000. I'm going to get reconnected to the network. We are Delta 1059. A321, that is correct. Just double check to see if we do not have any ATC as of right now. I do not believe we do. Jacksonville Center might have got offline as well. Oh no, they're still on. Looking good. Awesome, awesome. Alright. We're going to be cruising at 32,000, so 1,000 foot less than our last cruise altitude. Oh, why did I exit out of that? So Tampa. Airport info, and then our departure is the Babo 1. So Babo 1 basically is just a straight out departure with vectors to Finky. So we're going to be departing on a heading of 007. I'm sorry, 003 degrees. And then just direct to Finky. It's literally a straight out departure. Very simple. Alright. Cool. Well, that is all set and ready to go. Just double checking. Yep. I really need to figure out really wanting to figure out what in the hell these dual callouts are for. It's definitely something to do with the VSS Soundpack. I just need to figure out if there's something I can turn down or if I have to go into Plane Maker to actually fix it. But oh goodness, excuse me. It is all good. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get the jetway pulled away from the airplane. Make sure all of our doors are closed, which they are. Verify that on the outside of the airplane. I do not know why that is like that. Alright, these doors are closing. Jetway is moving away. APU is running. Beacon light is coming on. Better pushback. Start pushback.
Hey, Captain, let me know where you want this thing.
Let's go ahead and push like this. And then I'll have them pull us forward to the taxi spot. That works for me.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Alright. Apologies, I had to sneeze. Just wait for the tow to come up, then we'll get on our way back to Atlanta. We will be streaming tomorrow. Most likely going to do some United ops, probably LA, San Francisco, Las Vegas. I think that would be the best. Last United flight we flew into Chicago. I'm going to reposition us to LA.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
And then do those couple of flights. And eventually, by December 14th for United, I want to be in Chicago. And then I plan on replicating United's first A321 Neo inaugural flight. It's United 321 from Chicago to Phoenix. I will be doing that flight. The 14th is a Thursday. And that's in the middle of a blackout period for my job, so I won't be able to take the day off, so I probably will do that streaming early in the morning.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Tow's connected. Bypass pins inserted. Go and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Alright, brakes are released. You are cleared to push.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Right there, pushing back. Go ahead and get engine 1 started. Start on engine 1. Start 2.
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
Alright, brakes are set. You are cleared to disconnect.
And we're disconnecting the tow. Give me just a moment. And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the left. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
connected. We're looking good to go. Auto brakes are set to max. Put the ignition switch back to normal. Auto brake is, oh, I'm sorry, auto brakes at max. Speed brakes are armed. But set flaps 2. Go ahead and notify the cabin. APU is coming off. Start the chrono. Flaps are set, and we will do a quick takeoff config. Takeoff config is normal. And we're good to go. Let's go ahead and get taxied out to 1 left and get on our way back to Atlanta. Side Echo, we're going to be taxiing 1 left via Whiskey, Tampa. Down to the runway and we will be on our way. lights on. Line up onto the runway. Alright. About lined up. One set throttle's 50%. Start the chrono. And flex. And flex SRS runway auto thrust is blue. We're rolling. Tampa traffic Delta 1059 departing on the paper 1 departure 1 left to the north Tampa. There's 100 knots, control off the stick. There's V1 and rotate. Slide back pressure. We are airborne. Disconnect the spoilers. Disarm the spoilers, I should say. Lots of brake gears coming up. Alright, we're going to go direct to Finky. Insert that. Start pitching the nose of the airplane down. Wait for that positive trend of airspeed. Alright, got a positive trend. Throttle's flying. Autopilot 1 on. Get some views out of Tampa. Start getting our flaps up. Right. Flaps are clean. Accelerating 250 knots. We're looking good. On our way back to Atlanta. cruise speed. I am back. Apologies for the delay. Thank you for putting up with me being gone. It's not usual to just step away from the stream like that, but I'll run downstairs real quick. Appreciate it. I am back. We're looking good. Still climbing. Climbing out of 20,000 feet up to our cruise at 32. And we're cruising. Just Pilot, what's going on, my man? How you doing today? Hope all is well. Welcome to the stream. We are currently en route to Atlanta, or back to Atlanta. It's our second leg and our final leg of the stream. Good, how are you? I'm doing alright. Just getting the stream in before I gotta go to work. Still fighting off a little bit of a sinus infection. As I say, 'tis the season. Do I remember you? Yeah, I remember you. Hope you are well. Flightline, my man, what's good, bro? How you doing? Hope all is well, my man. It's good to see you here. Just lurking. Appreciate it, man. Appreciate you stopping in and hanging out. Guys all tuning in. Just stress testing this new 4070 that I copped yesterday. I do have to say the simulator is running beautifully. And not to spoil anything, but when I get home from work tonight, I'm going to be doing some testing in Microsoft to see how well the simulator does with that with the new graphics card. Mike, you picked up a 47, Dan got me a 4060 Ti. Yeah, I picked up a 4070 last night. I saw the graphics card that I had been looking at for a while available for pickup at a local Best Buy of mine. So while I was at work, I ordered it and had my little brother go and pick it up. I gave him some gas money for the favor. I came home from work, installed the 4070, did a test flight last night. And I will say it is exceeding expectations. I didn't think it was going to perform as well as this because I didn't go with the Ti. I was going to go with the 4070 Ti, I didn't want to have to try and justify the $900 on a 4070 Ti. So I found, I saw MSI had a 4070, just a regular 4070, for a little under $600. And it's a 12 gigabyte VRAM card, overclocked from the factory, and it looks fantastic inside the case. It runs perfectly. It's running very cool temperatures. The fans work awesome. So very, very happy with the purchase. Very happy with the purchase. The simulator is running very, very smooth. Trying to cop a 4090 by the time I get it. The 50 series is going to be out. Well, the C flight line, but that's the best way to do it though, because you know exactly what's going to happen when the 50 series release, right? Is all the scalpers are going to get their hands on the 50 series and oversell the crap out of them because NVIDIA never learns their lesson and does not produce enough graphics cards for the scalpers to be you know, what's the word I'm looking for them to be non-existent. So that's how it happens, right? So I bought a 4070 because I know next year when the 50 series release, that the 5070, 5080s, 5090s even at that are going to be, what, $1,500, almost $2,000 I saw some 4090s going for when they first came out. So to cop a 4070 at $600, you know, without the taxes, and it was like $650 after taxes, you know, you can't beat that, right? And then my 3060 Ti, I have a very close friend of mine that's wanting to buy my 3060 Ti, so that's gonna be getting a new home. And you know, he doesn't do flight simulation or anything like that. He only does play COD, and that 3060 Ti ran Call of Duty beautifully. You know, it's 110 plus frames a second, so he's gonna be extremely happy with that. So I'm happy because I got my 4070. He's gonna be happy he's getting the 3060 Ti, and I'm selling it to a person that I trust. So, you know, once he gives me the go-ahead, I'll head over to his house, I'll help him install it. You know, we'll put some fresh thermal paste on his CPU, you know, clean the computer out, and call it a day. I'll go from there. But, like I said, that's the best way to do it. If you're going to cop a 40 series now, might as well do it right before the 50 series come out, because that's when they're going to be discounted the most. And you don't even need a Ti. You just need a regular 4070, 4080, 4090. Ti is just durability, and you might get 10 more frames with the Ti, which I'm not really worried about. Let's see how we're doing on time. We're just about to reach our equal time point. Got about 80 miles till our top of descent. So get the inside sounds back up just a bit. Hang out in a wing view for a little bit. Let's go to this one. It's sunny over here. Sir, one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I looked it up. 50 series is starting at $1,700. Wild. Yeah, see, that's exactly what I'm saying. Like, it's gonna, and that's what made me be able to justify to my fiance buying the 4070, because she's known for the longest time that I've been wanting to upgrade my graphics card, right? Because when I bought this computer, it came with a 2060 Super, if I'm not mistaken. It was a 2060 Super, yeah. And it was a really good graphics card for the time when I bought the computer. I bought this computer back in 2019. And since I've bought this computer, I've replaced the motherboard, new CPU cooler, new RAM, and I've been through 3 graphics cards, including the original one that came through. However, none of the graphics cards have ever failed on me. I've just been upgrading. I went from 2060 Super to a 3060 Ti, now to a 4070, right? So the 2060 Super, when I took it out of the computer, I just posted it online on OfferUp for $400, and I ended up negotiating with a guy locally in Las Vegas that really just wanted it for his test computer, because he was an IT guy. And we came up with a price, and I sold it to him for $350. I drove it to him. You know, I installed it into his computer with him. He tested it, made sure it worked before he paid me. And then he paid me, and we called it a day. And then I bought the 3060 Ti. Unfortunately, I bought the 3060 Ti at the time when scalping was about 4 or 5 months after the 30 series had released. So technically, the card that I bought was still off of a scalper, quote unquote. And I put that in heavy quotations because it was a guy up in Washington that ran a legitimate business. However, he bought the graphics card and he marked them up by about 15%, so he could make a commission on the graphics cards. So it wasn't necessarily I'm overpaying for the graphics card, but I did overpay. I paid about $600 for the 3060 Ti at the time. And now brand new, the 3060 Ti that I had a Zotac Gaming 3060 Ti. That brand new is going for about $460. So you can say, in theory, over the last 1.5 years, 2 years I've had that card in my computer. Did I overpay? Maybe. By about $100, but the 4070, I mean, I bought that at retail price. I bought that at $599.99 from Best Buy. So It's a win-win, and I wouldn't even call the 3060 Ti trash. It's just an upgrade. Had my buddy told me he didn't, had my buddy told me he did not want to buy it, that 3060 Ti would be going up in my closet and be used as a backup just in case this 4070 doesn't work on me for whatever reason, or I would have sold it. This is the first time I've had a full-size graphics card in my computer, and man, it looks awesome. I ordered a brace. That's going to be getting here tomorrow, so I don't get any drooping with the graphics card, so it doesn't, like, you know, bend down and possibly cause malfunctioning or anything like that. And then on Saturday, I have a stream light and a green screen being delivered, so I can get my my webcam on full time. And then eventually I'm going to upgrade my webcam, because the webcam I have now it's good. It does the job. It's a 1080p cam, but there's no zoom option or anything like that. Owls, my man, what's going on, brother? Me and the Flightline, we're just talking about graphics cards and all that kind of stuff. Hope you're doing well. Hope we had a good first day back at school after break. My man. My guy. Lightspeed, what's going on, buddy? How you doing? It's good to see you. Lightspeed, come on. Don't be coming up here talking about my vape already. Bro's getting that set up for real. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's why I put trash in quotations. A 3070 won't ever be trash if you take care of it. Yeah, absolutely. And you might call me overkill for the way I take care of my computer, but I literally do regular maintenance on my computer on a consistent basis. You know, I do my thermal paste every 4 to 6 months. You know, I go in once a month with compressed air and clean out all the dust, all that kind of stuff. I always surge my power supply. I'll take all the wires out of the back of my computer, turn the power switch off, and then hold my power button for about a minute. No, it sucked, LOL, more work, but it's cool. Yeah, bro, believe me, I remember how it was. You don't have to tell me twice. Same, bro, yeah. We are on our way back to Atlanta. We're about 40 miles from the top of descent into Atlanta's airspace. Unfortunately, I do not have any ATC online. Alice, question for you. Do you have the A321 Neo upgrade for the ToLiss in X-Plane 12? There is no such thing as overkill for PC maintenance. No, I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree. I bought this computer pre-built. It's an MSI pre-built. So it wasn't like CyberPower, iBuyPower, or anything like that. It's directly from MSI. And I've just consistently upgraded the computer since I bought it. So I went from air-cooled to liquid-cooled, new motherboard, new RAM, 2 different graphics cards in the last 3 years, and all that kind of stuff. The next thing that I plan on doing is getting a different case. For $1K plus dollars, I'm gonna make sure it stays good. Absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, I've probably got my effing account back. Goodness. My entire setup to include my desk, not just the IEE CEO. Okay. Well, I was asking that simply because United is going to be doing their inaugural A321 Neo flight. They're going to have 2 flights on December 14th. It's going to be both departing out of Chicago. One's en route to Phoenix and one's en route to Fort Lauderdale. The one en route to Phoenix is United 321. It's going to be the inaugural flight for their first A321 Neo, and I think I'm going to replicate that flight on stream. So I was going to see if anybody wanted to join me in doing those flights in the 321 Neo. But anyway, yeah, back to my setup. I mean, over the last 5.5, 6 years that I've been building my computer setup, I've probably spent well over $3,000, including monitors, keyboards, mouses, computer internals, etc., etc. let's head down to the MCDU. Let's get our destination data inputted into the performance page. Atlanta. As it sits right now, the winds are 300 at 13. Let's go ahead and put that in there, 300 at 13. I could always use the crappy Microsoft Flight Sim A321 Neo. Yeah, right. 11 degrees on the temperature. Our altimeter in Atlanta is 3007. That's set. Let me double check Atlanta's IRL ATIS to see where they're arriving. Information kilo, simultaneous approaches in use, visual 26 right, visual 27 left, visual 28. Okay, so we can still plan for 27 left. So we head over to our charts and we look at the Jedi 3 arrival. We're going to be coming in from ROM. So Silva is the farthest approach fix, the 27 left, so ROM is about here, so we're going to be intercepting just in between those two waypoints. For 27 left, there's ROM. Go around altitude of 4,000 feet, 1,500 initially, left turn 4,000 on heading 265, direct to hold at Duddy. Okay, and our decision altitude is going to be 1199. So we're going to go ahead and put that in there. So 1199 decision altitude. We're good to go. I had a laptop with a 1660 for the longest time. Then Microsoft got too needy for it to handle. That started my 4-month-long adventure to my dream setup. I love it. Yeah, you know, and see, you see these things about, you know, particularly relationship-wise, these girls that just cannot stand gamer dudes, right? Now, my fiance understands that this is my safe space, quote unquote. Right? This is where I come home and decompress, you know. So she doesn't mind when I spend the money on something that I'm passionate about, especially with me trying to get into streaming and becoming a YouTuber and stuff like that. She knows the necessities when it comes to the computer internals and upgrading and this, that, third, so that way my stream comes across to you guys as watchable, right? Because you can't just stream with a potato PC and expect to get thousands of subscribers, right? And I'm not even trying to become, you know, a full-time YouTube content creator overnight. You know, obviously that's going to take a lot of bit of time. You know, my end-of-year goal is 100 subs, and my 2024 goal is most likely just going to be 1,000 subs. You know, something like that. But, you know, this is my dream setup. I've got 3 monitors, I have my computer, I have a huge desk, you know. My green screen will be here on Saturday with my stream light so I can get my webcam on without having my bed in the background, so when my fiance's home she doesn't have to worry about being seen on camera. You know, all that kind of stuff. You know, my fiance knows my 3 biggest passions is my car, with the exception of her. It's my car, my computer, and handguns, you know, stuff like that. And that's simply because I love sport shooting. I think sport shooting is a lot of fun. Alright, we are getting close to our top of descent. We're about 7.5 miles out, so we're going to descend to the bottom altitude of the Jedi 3 arrival, which is going to be 8,000 feet, so we're going to go ahead and tune 8,000 in. Click, nope, not open descent, we're going to click descend in. Start descending on our VNAV profile. Get our LS push buttons in. Just keep pushing at it, bro. Your channel is going to go crazy. Yeah, you know, like I said, I stream as a hobby, and this is simply what keeps my passion for aviation alive, being it's not something that I'm doing in real life as of right now. And, you know, just being able to share that passion with other people and meeting you guys like Owl and you, Flightline, and all that kind of stuff, and maybe even possibly meeting, excuse me, the bigger streamers like Captain Canada, you know, V1 and all that kind of stuff down the road, and actually being able to do some content with them, you know, like Blue Games and XB72 and all that kind of stuff. Because flight simulation is such a niche market, you know, there's not a lot of people that make it big, and those that do make it big usually are at the top of the totem pole for a long time. So if I can eventually, you know, get up there with them and hang out with them and meet them at the expos and do group flights and do shared cockpit flying, all that kind of stuff, you know, I'd love to do that. Now, granted, there are other games that I play and that I plan on uploading to the channel, you know, doing some after hours stream is what I'm gonna call it. You know, Mike's after hours stream or something like that. You know, where I'm just playing Call of Duty with my friends, or you know, doing some motorsport racing on the F1 games or whatever. You know, stuff like that. But if I ever get the opportunity to do this full time, man, then I'll jump at the opportunity in a heartbeat. Want to get some better live stream overlays, like my starting screen and all that kind of stuff. Eventually going to pay someone to make some custom ones for me. You know, that's kind of specific to my channel. Indeed, a lot of tips I've gotten from YouTube help channels don't really apply to something as niche as this. Yeah, I agree, exactly. Ooh, that would be cool. Yeah, the after-hour streams, yeah. Is that what you're talking about, Owls? The after-hour streams? Man, Lightspeed just came into my chat and mentioned my vape and dipped. After hours. Yeah, that's definitely something, because, you know, when I first started this channel, I was so up in the air about whether it was going to be a flight simulator channel or if it was going to be a channel with variety, right? And then, you know, over time I just saw, I was like, you know, flight simming is what I'm good at, you know, and this is something that I'm really passionate about, so I'm definitely going to keep at it, keep doing this this flight simming stuff. You know, and Owl's hint, last night I was getting all of my Microsoft stuff updated, so I'm going to do some testing in Microsoft tonight when I get home from work to see how stable the simulator is with this graphics card. And then hopefully with that, I can start doing some Microsoft streams, and then potentially start planning that shared cockpit thing that we were talking about. I know there's a lot of people in line to do it, but I would love to do a shared cockpit stream with you. I have actually IRL 737 checklists and all that kind of stuff, so if we want to do it in the PMDG, I have all those checklists. Song's kind of a vibe. Owl said L Lightspeed, I just saw that. Just getting all my charts up. Super descending on the Jedi 3 right now. Good. Descending through 18.7. Close. There's 18,000 feet. We're going to go ahead and set 3007 in the altimeter. Make a pretty decent time. 48 minutes flight time. After installing the 4070, I was actually able to up my graphics in X-Plane. So I have my texture resolution and all that kind of stuff set to max. The only thing I don't have set to max is the anisotropic filtering and the anti-aliasing, because those set to max are just frame hogs no matter what card you have in. So I have those set to high. Gotta start paying attention here. We're getting close to Atlanta. I'm gonna go ahead and take control of the speed. We're gonna slow us down to 250. Turn the music down to a manageable level. past 10,000 feet, we're going to get our lights turned on. So we're at 8,000 feet. Need to be between CJ and Grom, so I'm going to take us down to 5. Slow us down to about 240 knots, keep the speed up. How are we looking traffic-wise in Atlanta? Does not look like we have any factors coming in. Slows back to 230 now, just so we can manage the speed a little bit better in the descent. I'm going to take us down to 5,000. One out. Go ahead and pause the music. Get ready for the arrival into Atlanta. Spikes into Atlanta like we did Tampa. I really think it's that landing rate monitor that I have popping up in the middle of the screen. So I might have to remove that. I just noticed my mic volume was super low too. Hopefully that's better for you guys. Alright, there's 5,000 feet. Once we get a little bit closer to this ILS path, I'm going to go ahead and put us on a vector. Turn us to about 330 degrees, so we'll make about 30 degrees left. I'm going to slow us to 210 knots now. Just in heading mode. And let's go ahead and go 30 degrees to the left. Put us on an intercept heading. Arm the localizer. Go ahead and activate and confirm the approach phase. Slow us back to 200 now. There's S speed minus 10. We're going to go flaps 2. That is one thing BSS sincerely needs to fix, is the flap sounds in the Airbus, because they are meh. They're meh, to say the best. Should be intercepting the ILS here any second. Go ahead and put us in an early turn, just so we're not overshooting. There we go. There's the ILS. Localizer is alive. Glide slope is coming alive, and arm the approach. Slow us back to about 180 knots. Atlanta traffic Delta 1059 just turned about a 15-mile final for 27 left. Atlanta. Maintain this speed, keep up 180 knots till about depot, and then we'll drop down to our final approach speed. Final approach speed is saying 143. That looks good to me. Alright, glide slope is live. We are fully established. You guys are still in chat. Let's get some landing rates in there. See what you guys think my landing rate is going to be.
2,500.
Alright, coming up on depot, I'm going to go ahead and select our final approach speed. We're going to go ahead and drop the gear. Flaps 3. And flaps full. Yay, I'm mod. Yeah, I made you a moderator. I figured who else would be better to be a mod in my channel than Owl. Alright, landing gear is down, indicating 3 green. Auto brake is set to low. Passenger signs are on. Cabin is ready. Our spoilers are armed and flaps are set position 4 to full. We have been cleared to land. Let's get it. I'll try and get sub 150 on this landing. It's been a minute since I've had a butter in an Airbus. Maybe I can try and do better than Owl's landing in a DCA last night. Landing was insanely good. Ugh, those dual callouts. I gotta figure out what the hell that is. It's so annoying. Alright, my airplane. Thank you, thank you. Yes, sir. I'm glad to have you here. Especially as a moderator. Sorry, I got my Fortnite account back, so I'm setting everything up. That's all good, brother. It's all good. I never played Fortnite. I might have to get into that with you, play it with you a few times. I'm more of a Warzone player. Well, I was back in the initial Call of Duty.
300.
Alright, let me focus up. Let me focus up.
100 above.
A little bit of a crosswind off the right of the nose.
Minimum.
We're 3 red, 1 white, but that's pretty typical in X-Plane. I've noticed 2 white, 2 red, and puts you a little high over the captain's bars. So, maybe a little left of the center
50,
line.
40, 30, 20, retard, 10, 5.
Ugh. Reverse is out. There ain't no way that was a 214. Yeah, I don't think that landing rate is very accurate. Beautiful landing. There's 80 knots. Reverse is down to the idle position. My brakes. Roll us out to the next taxiway. Yeah, I think I'm going to take that landing rate plug-in off. Doesn't seem to be the most accurate. Start getting slowed down. We'll take this high speed to the right. Reverses are being stowed. Alright, spoilers are coming in. Flaps are coming up. How? Negative 200 feet per minute. Nah, great landing. Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Ain't no way that was a 200 plus. I'll let you know what the ACAR system that's tracking my flight for Delta Virtual, what that said. Alright. Keep our lights on for right now as we're going to be crossing the runways. We are looking for stand Alpha 7. Cross right here, 27 right. We're going to cross at Tango. And Atlanta traffic Delta 1059 is vacated 27 left at November 2, crossing 27 right at Tango, straight into the concourse. Final call for Atlanta. Have a great day. Alright. That was a beautiful landing. Beautiful landing. What did ACAR say I got? Yeah, negative 165. That seems a little bit more reasonable. I saw negative 219. I was like, ain't no way. Alright, Alpha 7 is going to be on the east side of Concourse A. Welcome to Atlanta. I love this airport, man. Such a fun airport to fly in and out of, especially during events. Alright, let's get our lights off. Master APU switch is coming on. Go ahead and wait for the flap open indicator to illuminate on the lower ECAM before you start the APU. Brakes are hot, typical in the ToLiss. Go ahead and get the brake fan on. That's an hour 9, hour 8 minutes worth of flap open indicator is online, so we're going to go and start the APU. About an hour 8 minute flight time. Not bad at all. We made really good time on the way back to Atlanta. And the sim is running so good. 40 frames a second on high graphics in Atlanta. That's crazy. We are looking for Alpha 7. Alpha 7 is going to be the 4th gate in. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. That's going to be our gate right there. Taxi light is coming off as we're entering the alley. Yep, there's Alpha 7 right there. Start getting turned in. Oh, look at that, turning right on the line. Yeah, I was about to say it looks clean. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm gonna have to uninstall that landing rate plugin. It's really not the best. Alright, wait for the marshaller. And there's the brakes. Set the parking brake. Oh, you're talking about the graphics. I apologize. I thought you were still talking about the landing. Yeah, it looks really, really good. Terminal 3 supremacy, absolutely. Alright, brake is set. APU is available. Get the APU bleed going. Turn off engine 2, or shut down engine 2. Gosh, I can't speak English today. Alright, seatbelt sign is coming off. And then engine 1 coming down. Beacon light is coming off. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Atlanta. Atlanta Hartsfield International Airport, home of Delta. Beautiful flight in. Beautiful flight. What did Volanta say my landing rate was? Let me see what that said. So it was 219 for the landing rate monitor on screen. Delta Virtual ACAR said negative 165. And Volanta said negative 168. So I would say 168, 165 is more accurate than what was showed on screen here. Beautiful. Alright, let's go ahead and get disconnected from that sim. Gosh, excuse me. File my report with Delta Virtual. Home of owls, absolutely. Excuse the seatbelt sign, that was Delta Virtual receiving my report. Alright. I'm gonna shut down Volanta, all that kind of good stuff. Alright, let's take a look at this landing, shall we? Get ready for the end of the stream. I appreciate all those who, there's XP Realistic going absolutely ballistic. Appreciate all of those that tuned in today and, you know, hung out with me on our flights and all that kind of good stuff. It was definitely a good stream. I thoroughly enjoyed it. Go ahead and get the Christmas lights and the Volanta off. I gotta turn those freaking callouts off, man. I can't figure out how to do it. It's blowing my mind. I think it's BSS Soundpack. I have to figure out where it is. It was a beautiful landing. Beautiful landing. A321 is such a cool looking airplane. Let's go ahead and get the system sounds down just a bit. Get some more music going. Let's look at a couple of landings real quick. Then we'll get my new outro song out. I think it's going to be the outro song from now on. Just past the captain bars, but legal. Beautiful. That was an absolutely beautiful landing. Let's get one from this view right here. Yeah, we were a bit left of the center line, but we corrected it just as that crosswind. Yeah, that was a nice landing. Just past the captain bars, but legal. Not bad at all. Look at those flower cowlings coming out. Awesome. All right. Well, I think that's going to be about it for today. I appreciate you guys that joined in with me and hung out and showed me some love on the channel. Appreciate the likes and all that kind of stuff. Come across this live stream at a later time and you rewatch it, you decide you like the content, feel free to hit the subscribe button. Helps out the channel tremendously, and it is completely free to do so, so I really do appreciate those who do it. We're trying to reach 100 subs by the end of 2023. If we could hit that, I would greatly appreciate that. But with that being said, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm going to get my thumbnail set up for tomorrow's stream. Like I said, we're going to be doing some United Ops tomorrow. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I unfortunately have to start getting ready for work. I would love to keep flying, but life calls, bills need to be paid. So I'm going to go ahead and get out of here, guys. Please again, like, comment, subscribe on the video, and I really do appreciate all the support. And with that being said, I will see you guys at the next one. See ya!